Welcome back, friends. We love it when Chef Yia Vang is here on our patio. We know something delicious is on the way. Yia here does not mess around.
No, he does not. So Yia is the man behind Union Hmong Kitchen and the newly opened Vinai. He's here with us to show us how he cooks up pork for today's edition of 12 Days of Grilling presented by the Minnesota Pork Board. Yia, it's always great to see you. Always have such a beautiful spread. Kelly did a story on you just recently. It was fantastic.
It was really fun.
It was actually really touching because it really seems like this is such an homage to your cuisine and also the love of your parents.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun having her there. And when we were setting it up, I kind of forgot that the camera's on, so I'm just back there like doo 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 doo, and I'm like, oh shoot, cameras are there. So yeah.
That's how the Real Housewives get themselves into so much trouble because they forget the cameras are there.
I want to be one of the Real Housewives. I guess that's what you're saying.
I'm sure. Yes. I think you would be great on that show. Yeah. Are people responding to the restaurant? This has been a long time coming. People have been waiting for it. What's it like for you to be in the space finally?
It's amazing. I think we're really good friends with Sarah and Rob, who own Dangerous Man. So they got to come in opening night, and it was like this really cool moment. I think one of the most special moment was we had one of the neighbors come in, and he's like sitting at the bar because we haven't moved the bar. The bar is exactly where it is, and he goes, "This is the exact same seat I've been sitting for 10 years when Dangerous Man was here."
Aww.
And so he was there now eating, and then we also have Dangerous Man on tap. So he was having a Dangerous Man beer, now also eating at the same spot that he's been doing it for 10 years.
So it got better for him.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
You know what I thought one of the coolest parts of the story that you did with Kelly was that you told us that the cinder block, the whole idea behind the cinder block and the story behind that, you're like, listen, this is just kind of stuff from Costco or from Home Depot here, but it has such a story behind the design of it, and it looks great.
Yeah, it was cool. Our designer and our architects, they knew what they were doing, and that was so cool because when my mom and dad came in to look at it, the first thing my mom said goes, "Those look like exactly the same cinder blocks your dad used to grill." And I'm like, "Yeah, that was the point, Mom." And so she got that right away.
She's so cute. Yeah,
very cool.
What kind of deliciousness have you created here? I know pork is one of your favorite things to cook, but this is over the top.
Yeah. So one of the things that everyone does is grill and just simple. We can throw it on the grill. But if you have a Dutch oven, you can actually braise things on the grill.
Oh.
So this was done on the grill. You turn your grill up, and so this is in Hmong we call it ngakaji, which literally translates to sweet meat. So it's pork belly, pork shoulder, and what we do is we create this soy fish sauce caramel first, right?
Oh, what?
So it's brown sugar, soy, fish sauce, and then you throw in cinnamon, allspice,
I can smell
star anise, so right there, and then you have all your aromatics there, and then you throw in your herbs. You got your ginger, your lime leaves, your garlic, your lemongrass, and you let that braise down. Add the meat, and then you add a little water in there, and you let it braise down. And you can do it right on the grill.
That's almost like that base of it's almost like a Jamaican kind of taste to it or sense to it.
So a lot of the influence of this comes from China.
Oh.
So there's a lot of China from the north that influence a lot of Hmong cooking too.
Yeah.
And when you taste this, we usually do Thai chili in there, but in honor of you, Ben, we use gochugaru. So
Thank you.
Yep. So we threw a little bit of Korean chili flakes in there.
That's awesome.
And what's really cool about this dish is you can do it. You can eat it during the summer like this, but you can also eat it in the fall because literally it's like Christmas in your mouth. Because all these flavors is Christmas. So I have one all set up over there for you guys.
This looks delicious. Okay, when you're talking about braising though, I think people see they see the braising setting on some of their machines. What is it? Does it really just mean to slow and low, or what does that mean?
Yeah. So when you're braising, you're not coming to a full boil. You're just kind of looking for simmering on the corner.
Okay.
There, and you don't fully cover all the meat.
It's not submerged.
It's not submerged, and what it does is it intensifies all the flavors. So, and then also too, we got some mustard green from Mom's garden, and then we got some Hmong cucumbers. And what I really love about this is as you're eating this, you try to get that perfect bite with the mustard green, the rice, and then grab a little bit of that Hmong cucumber and bite right into it because that fresh pop. It's just, it's just.
So there's a little step process that we got to go through here.
You can do whatever you want.
That is a hot
I know
fork. Oh my gosh!
We like to keep things warm out here.
Got to blow it off a little bit.
Okay, I got to build the perfect bite.
Okay, and what type of pork is this? From what part?
So we do a belly and a shoulder. Now, if you want to go just pure fat, you can go belly if you want. But we do belly and shoulder, just cuts the fat a little bit. But most of the time, it's just belly.
Oh, right, I like the combo though.
I'm gonna do a little bit of everything here.
Oh my gosh! And then I'm gonna get this cucumber. What's the difference between a Hmong cucumber?
So it's not as sweet, and it's almost kind of flavor-wise, it has a little honey doing it. It's, you know,
It
and
does.
it can go either. You can either do it sweet or you can do it savory. And that's what's really cool about.
It's not
Monkey.
so watery too.
Yeah. It's a really, and it's a fresh bite as you're getting all the fatty, you know, really good pork belly. You know, you get that pork fat. It cuts right through it, and it's so delicious.
I really like this.
I know, I do too. I love the idea though of doing like a big braise out on the grill. Like, do you get any smokiness? I mean, I guess if you're gonna add
You
chips,
could if you take the lid off, but when I do it, you know what I do is I start on one side with the fire, and then you push it to the other side.
Okay.
Because you're just, you know, capturing all the heat in there. And so that's what you're really trying to do. And then you let it sit, and it kind of just braising. If you have a, you know, if you have a Dutch oven or cast iron oven type, you know, Dutch oven type, you can just leave it in there. You don't have to really work.
And we're talking how long of a cooking process for
probably
something like
like
this?
an hour and a half, not even.
That's not bad. Pretty good.
And then while you're doing that out there, you can go inside and you can prepare all the side dishes for this. Right, Christmas in your mouth, right?
Oh,
Yeah, but then like still so satisfying when it's a hot day for some reason. And you know
Absolutely.
what I love about it is the texture is still there. So pork belly, I feel like when it's done wrong, it's like so smushy.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
you want like you want that like unctuous fat, but you still want some texture too.
Absolutely. I think that, you know, there's like that care to it, that technicality to it, and you really want, you know, that texture on the pork belly, because sometimes people can just overcook it.
Yeah.
And it just turns into mush.
Okay, that's
yeah.
what's happening.
Well, it's kind of like a pork rib. You know, you talk to these competition style guys, like,
Yeah.
no, you don't want it to really fall off the bone. You want a little bit of chew to it.
Yeah.
And that's what this has. This is great. I got to tell you what, that cinnamon too.
I know.
Yeah.
That cinnamon, it adds just so much more depth to what it is.
It makes you want to keep eating it. So are any plates being left unfinished at Vinai? I can't imagine that you're scraping
Well,
anything
if
in
they
the trash.
are, we're telling them, like, the point of Hmong food is to be able to take it home. with you.
Yeah.
So, you know, like one of our big things is our, you know, crab fried rice right now, and people are taking it home. I said, turn it into a fried rice omelet the next morning.
Yes.
Stuff it into an omelet, you know?
You know, that is a fun little suggestion of things that you could like do a little printout and be like,
Yeah.
if you have leftovers,
Oh, that's a
here's
good
what you
idea.
should
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
A little take-home guide on how you can use that the next
Absolutely.
day.
Yeah, we love seeing
Yeah,
you.
we love it.
You're the best.
Thanks so much.
So
All right,
good.
we posted a link to the Minnesota Pork Board website on TwinCitiesLive.com.
Now I have to grow Hmong cucumbers next year. This has to happen. You can also find out more information on Yia's restaurants. That's all posted, and he'll be at the fair too.
That's right.